The power of Asia and Prim's guiltless race are overturned. Proud Ilium is fallen, and all of Neptune's Troy smokes from the ground. This the highest ones were pleased to do. Then we are driven by divine commands, and the signs to sail in search of fields of exile, in distant and deserted lands. We build a fleet beneath Andros in the foothills of Pygram Ida, knowing not where fate will carry us, or where we are to settle. No sooner was summer come upon us than my father, Aeneid, bid us spread our sail to fate. Weeping, I must give up the shores, the harbors that were my home, the plain that once was Troy. In exile, I go out across the waters, together with my comrades and my son, my gods of earth and home, and the great gods.
I see you, I feel you.
Nearby, above a mound of copse of dogwood and myrtle bushes bristle thick with shoots, I try to tear a green branch from the soil to serve as a leafy cover for our altars, but see an awful omen terrible to tell. I try again and tear the tenacious stem of a second shoot, that I may reach the secret root, and from the second bark black blood flows down. But when knees hard against the stubborn sand, I strain with greater force to wrestle free. A third stem, shall I speak or hold my tongue? A moan rose from above the bottom of the mound, a laminate voice returned to me.
Why are you mangling me, Aeneas? Spare my body. I am buried here. Do spare the profanation of your pious hands. I am no stranger to you. I am Trojan. The blood you see does not flow from a stem. Flee from these cruel lands, this greedy shore, for I am Polydorus.
He sent young Polydorus out in secret, along with much gold, to the king of Thrace. But when the might of Troy is shattered and her fortune gone, that king makes common cause with Agamemnon. He breaks with every sacred trust. He murders his Polydorus, takes his gold by force.
What you got?
We give fresh funerals to Polydorus, and heap earth high upon his mound, and build our altars to the shades with melancholy, dark garlands and black cypress, and around us the Trojan women stand. Their streaming hair is loosened as our custom bids. We offer bowls foaming with warm milk and cups of victim's blood. Then we lay the spirit in his grave, and for the last time call his name aloud.
Polydorus!
Just as soon as we can trust the sea, as soon as the air allows us tranquil waters, and while the south wind, softly whispering, invites to journeying, my comrades crowd the beach to launch our fleet. We leave the harbor, our eyes lost the cities and the land. Mid-sea, a sacred island lies, loved by the Nereids' mother and Aegean Neptune. The grateful archer god has found it drifting around the coasts and shores. He bound it fast to towering Mykonos and Gyros. Stable, habitable, scorning the winds, and there I sail. This island grants calm entry, safe harbor to our weary company. Whom are we to follow? Where are we to go? Found our home. Father, give us an omen entering our hearts.
Earthquake!
All the shorties in the club, let me see you just back it up, drop it down, let me see you just get low, scrub the ground, let me see you just push it up, let me see you just wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble. Yeah.
We leave the port of Delos and wing across the sea, and the oarsmen cry out as they contend. My comrades urge, drive on to Crete and to our ancestors. The wind wakes at our stern. At length we glide on to the ancient coast of the Curites. Night. Sleep held every living thing on earth, the sacred statues of the deities,
The Phrygian household gods, when I had carried from Troy out of the fires of the city, as I lay, sleeping seemed to stand before me. And they were plain to see in the broad light, where full moon flowed through the windows and the walls. These were their words, and these erased my cares. Unasked, Apollo sends us to your threshold, for here he prophesies just as he would had you again traced back the sea to Delos. We followed you, your men, from burning Troy and crossed the swollen waters in your care, together with your ships, and we shall raise your children to the stars, and build an empire out of their city. For the great make ready great walls. For here, O best of fathers, you first left me to my weariness alone, Anchises. You who were saved in vain from dreadful dangers, not even Helenus, the prophet, nor the horrible Celiano, when they warned of many terrors, told this grief to come. And this was my last trial. This was the term of my long journeying. I left that harbor, and then the god drove me upon your shore. And thus, with all of them intent on him, Father Aeneas told of destinies, decreed by gods, and taught his wanderings. At last he ended here, was silent, rested.
Alright, go.